updates. So today in this video we'll be discussing about what money laundering is, the offense which is described under the particular statute, and what is the punishment prescribed for the same. So let us start. As you all know that a few days ago the co-founder of Yes Bank, Mr. Rana Kapoor, was arrested for the offense of money laundering. So let us understand what money laundering is. So it is described as in layman term is basically the money which you invest in bank or some foreign banks, or is used by the owners, founders or co-founders of the same bank, either to acquire or to conceal the money and to invest them in some international banks and legitimate businesses without your knowledge, and claiming it to be that it's not your money but their own money. Okay, so basically when we look at it as through a legal angle, it is described in the Prevention of Money Laundering Act under section 3 as whosoever directly or indirectly attempts to indulge or knowingly assists or knowingly is a part or is actually involved in the process or activity connected proceeds of crime. So when you break down this definition to this first part, it says that it involves all those persons who are directly or indirectly involved or have the knowledge or assist the process of this crime. Now the second half of this definition says that including its concealment, possession, acquisition or use and claimant of this is as untainted property shall be guilty of this offense. So basically the second part describes as this person who indulges in this crime, the crime which includes that when the person conceals your property or acquisite your property or use or claim this as untainted property, means they show that it is not your property but it's an untainted property, should be deemed to be guilty of this offenses. Now we can say that money laundering is an offense. There is a punishment prescribed under the same statute. So section 4 of the Money Laundering Act describes the punishment for money laundering is whoever commits the offense of money laundering shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 3 years but which may extend to 7 years and also be liable to be a fine. Okay, so rigorous punishment. So they describe to give a rigorous punishment. So rigorous punishment is something in which you have to work side by side while living in a prison. Okay, so the term which they describe for the rigorous punishment is minimum 3 years and which can extend to 7 years, and there should be a fine. Okay, it's not necessary to give a fine but they can be liable of a fine. Okay, now it is also given in the second half of this definition as provided that where the proceeds of the crime involved in a money laundering relates to an offence specified under paragraph 2 part A of the schedule, that the provision of the section shall not affect its own word which may extend to 7 years, which may extend to 10 years has been substituted. So now before it was given as 10 years, so now it's 7 years. Okay, in the paragraph 2 part A of the schedule, it's given for the 10 years of rigorous punishment the maximum period now which has been deemed to 7 years in the same thing. Okay, so this is all about what money laundering is and what is the punishment prescribed for the same. If it is satisfying and understandable, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you.